What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Make It Kustom. I'm Carl Fisher, and we are back on the ramp truck. Elio and I just got back.
We did.
Where were we, Elio?
We ate lots of pho. No. We got some
Elio
material.
had pho. I had lemongrass chicken with our good friend Sat Bernhausen. Bernhausen Diesel, Langley, if you have ever heard of them.
Went and got material. Went and got this bent because we have to
See that? Look at that.
match the profile of the body line.
4 degrees.
Carl.
4 degrees. Where this ramps up, and then right on this edge, it goes directly flat to said body line. Dead flat, and then bends 4 degrees. If you can believe that, that's only 4 degrees. Anyway, Sat helped us bend that. Went to Metal Supermarket, grabbed a bunch of material. What's that big pipe for?
The pipe, that's some stuff we're gonna do with that thing.
Don't forget to like, click subscribe, hit notifications. Let's build a big deck. What is the plan here? 1/4 inch solid checker plate.
Aluminum checker plate.
Checker plate top. So we've got 5 sheets. Remember we built these 24 inch on center. Ooh. 24 inch on center. So we've got 1 sheet, 2 sheet, 3 sheet, and then that 4th sheet has the bend right here, goes flat, and then we'll have a little bit more for up inside here. The idea is right now we are going to set up that checker plate aluminum on the fast cut CNC table so that we can drill all of our holes. Because this thing is gonna get, what do we calculate? It was a lot.
Either 25 or 45 screws per sheet.
Yeah, I think we're going with about 25. We're gonna do like 2 foot center?
2 foot centers vertically, I guess you can call it, but
yeah, I think
1 foot center horizontally.
Yeah, anyway, it's a lot of holes. It's a lot of holes. So we're gonna get them all done up on the fast cut, and then from the top side, we are gonna countersink. The hardware, we haven't got it yet. Fastenal was, they had
a sign saying, "Oh, we're low."
They're understaffed today, so they're out for deliveries. They had to close the storefront, so we couldn't get our hardware from
and
the
they
deck.
weren't delivering here, so
Yeah. So anyway, they're tapered. They're stainless, self-drilling, self-tapping deck screws.
yeah.
Flat top Phillips. So that's what we're gonna use, number 14s. Anyway, we're gonna prep all the deck pieces. We're gonna add the side rails. These are 2x3 HSS side rails, hollow structural steel side rails. That's the goal from today. The other thing that we got is a whole bunch of angle iron. We got 1.5 inch, 120 wall thickness, 120 thick, 1/8 inch angle iron by 1.5 inches, and we're gonna put those on 2 foot centers going this way along the entire length of the deck. So we're gonna have to chop those all up to whatever this is, 20 inches or 22 inches, and do a ton of welding there. So we got lots of work to do. We're just gonna get after it. Let's start off getting the sheets prepped so that while those holes are getting done, we can do some weldy welds on this stuff and maybe some cutty cuts on all the angles. Where are all the tape measures?
I don't know, man.
Where are all the tape measures?
They're not in my pockets.
I bet they're over here.
Dude, this is
What is that?
2 left gloves.
Why?
I don't. You're the one who put them there.
When we were at Metal Supermarket today picking up all this stuff, the coolest thing ever is this deck, because it's only 4 degrees, you can drop the front and jack the back, and the back has 14 inches of travel, so you can actually get it to dead flat loaded with a forklift. It was so sweet.
It was sick.
I like it.
Okay.
I saw somebody in the comments that was like, Elio's a genius. And Carl, he's kind of smart.
I think it's totally the opposite, but.
$172.5. And then should we do the 4 degree on here? Little, you know what I mean?
Well, then we can't do them both at the same time.
Well, then we'll have to just do one at a time.
Okay.
If any of you guys are curious, this came from KBC Tools. This is a King Canada saw, the Nova Eclipse. It has a constant torque motor. And what that means is that even under load, it will maintain an RPM. So it has really good, like, kind of blade longevity because of how easy it is to adjust the RPM. Like, you literally just like turn a knob and can turn it way up or way down. Saves blades. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Oh, you're bang on. Are you tight?
Yeah.
You slow it down a little bit.
Turn on the juice?
No juice.
You hate the juice.
I don't like juice. You know why I don't like the juice? It's because on a massive tube like this, you start pumping juice in there, right? When it gets into the inside, it's gonna run down the whole tube. You're gonna lose a bunch of juice, and it's gonna be wet for when you weld it.
I had a bucket. There was a bucket that hung out with it.
If you cut on the perfect cut speed,
You don't need juice.
you don't need juice because it doesn't overheat. The only reason you use juice is because it overheats, and then it hurts it, right? You just cut nice and slow, slow speed. You don't drop it too fast and Okay, so Elio's gonna hook up the plasma cutter, and reason being is that my brother's got a lot of these trucks, and he has square tube cross members on one of them, and they all are now round tube cross members. Why is that? It's because we had a really wet time, and then it froze, and they filled up with water. So Elio is going to just cut little, like, I don't know, like a half-inch semicircle. Like, we still want to weld on the bottom a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just gonna cut like a little half semicircle out of the middle of each one of these tubes all the way around because we're being proactive about not ruining our investment in square tubes, not round tubes. I'm gonna keep on going. We're gonna weld these on right after. That's why he's gotta do that first. These are the rails that go down the side. And then we'll probably grab the Evolution saw and chop all these up while they're still stacked. Okay, this just in.
No.
This is Elio's first time using a plasma cutter, ever. He's got one of those fast cuts, but he doesn't have a plasma cutter, which is kind of funny. So Elio just kind of notched them a bit. I just cleaned them up with the little deburring knurled bit on an end of a angled die grinder. And now we can put these side rails on. These are 2x2 by 100 wall. These are 2x3 by 120 wall. They're gonna stand vertically on here with a 1/2 inch sticking above. Or how are we gonna do that? I think we planned it like flush on the top, right? Yeah, it was a 1/2 inch above.
But now it might be a bit more. We might go 1/8 inch and 3/8 just because we went from 3/16 to quarter.
So one of the other pieces that I made for this are these little brackets here. Basically, this is gonna grab the tube that's on a slight angle, and then it's gonna add us another cross member that's straight up and down, 90 degrees to the ground, that our ramps can hook onto. And this little space spaces this cross member and this cross member apart with enough so that our ramp can sit in there. So I'm gonna put these I'll probably put one here somewhere, and then I'll probably put one here, 4 or 6 of them. I'll weld those on and then get that other cross member put onto the back of the deck here. And then we can put our side caps on, because that side cap will extend to the end of the deck. This looks good. Oh, it hits the tire. We're gonna have to notch the tire.
Yeah, notch the tire.
Or just air it up and let the tire get sagged. How does it line up there?
We're on it right. Yeah, there, we're pretty much flush.
Pretty flush right there? Okay. We could notch it pretty easily, just like plasma cut, just and knock it in. I was gonna cut 2 lines like this, and then I was gonna cut a strip out of the bottom.
And a strip out of the side.
And I would just go like that. That's all it needs.
Oh!
baby. Look at that. Little plasma cutter action. Look at, oh yeah, what do you think?
I'm impressed.
What do you think? That'll do just fine. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man. Just all the clearances, all the smoothies. Still gotta weld all that up though. All right, well, it's Friday night again, and look who we got here. We got Andrew here. Where's our friend from the island, Charlie? You guys remember Charlie? Came on the thrash day. He has that killer 41 Ford cab over pickup. Andrew and Charlie are working on just lining up these rails a little bit better because some of them are a little misaligned. I'm gonna start making this front section out of the 3x3. It's just going to be like a U shape with a cross member on it. We'll fab that on the table and then get it mounted on here, and then start making the skeleton that goes in and around the back of the cab, and then hopefully work on the little drop downs. What's up, Charlie?
What's up?
Let's get her done. Okay, it's morning. We are back on the truck. We did get quite a bit done last night. So basically from here forward, all got fabricated, welded on. Not fully welded yet, but it's prefabbed at the front, at least what it's gonna look like for the deck. We are gonna do these like rounded corners here. We've got this massive pipe that we're gonna plasma cut a couple lines in so that we can use that corner. It's like a little thicker than 100 thou, so it's a nice strong edge if I hit anything. Anyway, yeah, Charlie's with us again, and we are going to be just working on this right now, and then trying to frame out the bottom of this deck. That's the kind of the goal for today, is to get the bottom 2x2, you know, attached, and we might put a couple of bars down to it, figure out where those are going to be, and just keep slamming on the deck. That's the goal. We're just gonna get after it. We just bunched so much messing around, wasted so much time. This slab in this shop is cut into multiple sections, and I didn't realize how off it really is. So we're trying to line up the bottom of this truck right now, and the difference between moving the front wheel onto the same slab as the rear wheel is like 3/8 of an inch over 3 feet. It's like crazy. I did not realize like how much drainage was built into these slabs. We're all good now. Okay, well, Charlie's working on making these uprights. I am going to shift my focus to the front corners here. So where that tube is going to round, I need to kind of give it a 2-inch kind of border edge. So I'm probably going to use the fast cut and cut some like little quarter circle pieces out of plate to give us that border edge to continue around the corner when we weld the pipe on. And yeah, then we'll have the front corners done. This is gonna be the top piece. It's like shy by the thickness of the tube so that I can have a nice corner weld on that. I've got some flat bar that is gonna be only 1/2 inch so that we can do a nice corner weld here and then step it down for an 1.5 inch lip that matches what our 1.5 inch angle iron will be that the deck sits on. So it'll still kind of mimic that 2x3 round tube going in, but the rest of this will be the actual pipe corner. All right, we're making progress here. We got the, well, Charlie's been busting ass getting the, these pieces tacked on. He's made this bottom bar, capped both ends, and left a drain hole, which is great. We squared this up, thrown a couple bracing pieces of angle just temporarily to keep everything square. And these are the corners. So basically that's mimicking just the top of the tube, rounding the corner, and then giving us a spot to anchor the deck down onto. And this will just kind of tack just somewhere flush like that. Ew, beauty. All right, we're gonna tack those on, keep on rolling. All right, well, Charlie's gone home. I got Elio with me today. It's Monday, and we are back on the ramp truck deck build. But I'm gonna end this video here. It's getting long. I really appreciate everybody for watching. I'm having so much fun building this truck. It is everything I've hoped for, and I'm really excited to get it done. So stick with us on this build. We're almost there. Another few episodes. I know Brent's coming in a couple days. Help me out on it. And then we have this road trip coming up. It is like 5 days away. We have to drive this halfway across Canada. It's got 200 kilometers on it. Like, stay tuned, it's gonna be wicked. Don't forget to like, click subscribe, hit notifications. Check us out on Patreon, japhandskustoms.com for all your merch, whatnot, what have you. See you later. Fast Cut, CNC, and KBC Tools, thank you very much. Check those guys out if you need anything.